Hello, everyone, and welcome to Barely Friends, the podcast where we tell stories that some of our closest friends don't even know. I'm your host, Syd Groves, and next to me, of course, is my amazing co-host,
Jordy Pagano.
Oh, he's rebranding himself, by the way.
Myself.
He doesn't want to be called Jordan anymore. It's strictly Jordy.
Yeah, it's more playful.
Okay.
It's more personality.
Okay, I can see it.
All right, and the person that you hear speaking is my dear best friend, Athena Petrizzo. Athena, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's Athena. I'm Syd's best friend.
Me and Athena are also pretty close friends too.
Debatable, but we're gonna get there.
I'm already there.
Okay.
All right. Athena and I danced together all throughout high school. Athena now is a professional dancer. She's literally a rock star of a human being. And
Aw, Syd.
I know, I'm so nice.
You're so cute.
I know. And Athena's really fun and she's just awesome. We know a lot about each other.
They know absolutely nothing about each other.
Me and Jordan have met once before this, and he was talking to me about Outer Banks for about 10 minutes at the bar, and I just wanted nothing to do with it, and he wasn't getting the hint. So that's the only other time I've had any communication with you.
Athena was really, really mean to me. Like, just that's where the whole Hawaiian.
I was not mean to you.
That's the whole Hawaiian shirt thing. Like, it started because of those two.
Outer Banks. I don't know. I love the show, but like not a bar topic for me.
I think it was because my buttons were so unbuttoned on the shirt.
It was aggressive.
Because the rule, and I think I explained it to you at the bar.
And I do just want to confirm that like your eyes were going in different directions.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm unapproachable.
One was 1,000% up to the ceiling.
Yeah, no.
And the other one was definitely right.
And I was scared.
No, I remember you actually.
And my shirt was like completely unbuttoned.
No, at one point, Athena said, "Get him away from me." And then I
was giving Sydney these eyes.
But I wasn't I feel like we're making me sound like kind of creepy.
No, it wasn't creepy.
Yeah, like I wasn't like hitting on you.
No,
yeah, okay.
No, definitely not.
But then you said, "Syd," this is an exact quote.
Okay.
"Syd, we can never be together because your best friend hates me." I said, "Jordan, we would have never been together anyway." And you were sincerely upset by it. And then you were like, "I'm not talking to you anymore."
I remember like the next morning, like going on like Snapchat or whatever, or texting you or whatever it was, and you saying like, "Do you remember what you said to me last night?" And I'm like, not one bit. Like that night was a really fun night on a whole nother level, just like lurking around Seaside. It was a great time.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Honestly,
yeah, we didn't enjoy that.
Anytime me and Sydney go out in Seaside, we literally stay for maybe 10 minutes and then we leave.
One time I called my mom and she had to come pick me up. I was like, "Mom."
Literal, "Mom, come pick me up."
Mom, come pick me up. But then like she actually came and picked us up.
Well, it depends on the vibe. Like in the heart of summer, I feel like it's way different than when it like cools down.
It was literally like late September.
Yeah. So the vibes then were not. It just wasn't. It's not. It's a no.
It's really not ideal. But because then, you know what, you get like a lot of people that you went to high school with or like that you knew and they approach you.
Yeah. And it's like people that you like had algebra with the one time and you were friends like for that 45 minutes, but you haven't spoken since that class. So it's like, do you say hi? Are they expecting you to say hi?
Yeah. What I absolutely love is when you see them out and then they DM you after. Like they did not speak to you when you were out and they DM you. And
or the
you
Snapchat.
And then you have to be nice and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like you're just not my type." Like but let's talk about type.
I was just gonna ask you.
Great segue.
Look at you.
The transitions are just
educated.
unreal.
I went to college. I got a bachelor's. I got a degree. No big deal. Graduated early. No big deal. Don't mean to flex.
She's flexing.
I'm not flexing, but I'm flexing.
You're flexible.
Yeah, no, I will get that. If a guy talks to me and he's like, "I'm really into dancers," and I'm like, "Cool." And they say, "Are you flexible?" Like, no. You know what? I danced for 20 years and I'm not flexible. Like, what do you expect from me? Yeah. Don't talk to me anymore.
I personally hate that question. I'd rather you just like not ask anything pertaining to dance because
Yeah.
any question that's asked is so stereotypical. It's like, oh, can you spin? Or like, oh, can you put your leg behind your head? I'm like,
are you good?
Yeah,
Are you good?
That
did you win?
That's the worst question in the world.
What
Like,
do you
did you
mean?
win or are you good? Like, if you're like an athlete of any sorts,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, are you good? You're like, well,
It's so difficult to explain. Like, you don't know anything
I'll
about
just be
it.
like, yeah, I'm okay. And then they're like,
Right.
you're okay.
Right.
I feel like you're being humble or you're really bad and you're just not telling me you're bad. I'm like, I don't
And it's just
know
awkward.
where to go. With
It's not
this.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Don't talk to me about my sport when I'm out.
Yeah.
That's not something I want to talk about. Talk about your sport like when you're around your sport.
All right, Jordan,
Keep the sport
I
at
want
home.
you to talk about your type. So what's your type?
Ooh.
I don't
Lay it on us.
think I have a type.
No, I think
No, everyone has like an underlying
a habit.
sort of something.
You got to be able to match my energy, like my
Okay.
weirdness.
Okay.
But like you can't find that right away. You got to get to know the person first.
Absolutely.
So I think I don't know. I think I'm drawn in by like that vibe that you feel like when you just meet someone initially. Like we said last week, like you kind of know right off the rip. But I don't think there's like blondes or brunettes or short girls, tall girls, thick girls.
You are unbiased.
I'm completely unbiased.
So if there was, if you were in a bar and
Okay.
there was every combination known to man
Everything.
waiting for you,
Yeah.
and they all had amazing energy, where would you go?
Excellent question.
Yeah. Wow. Really painting the picture for me. I think I'm going to go towards the person who's dancing the hardest, but it's like terrible.
Just
Like, it's
describe me, why don't you? It's fine.
It's not like a sexy dance. Like
No,
it's
no,
not,
no. I hate the sexy dancers.
No. It's like wild. Like you're just like
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of white girls can't dance, but
that is.
I see it and I get secondhand embarrassment. At least no rhythm. At least.
Well, is that why like you just said like you guys don't like the sexy dance because you guys probably like can dance the
I
best out
just,
of
like-
anyone at
And
a
I've
bar.
been personally told before that like I don't like when someone sees me out, it looks like I don't know how to dance. And someone has said to me before that like any person who dances like as a sport or a career or an art form look like are so uncoordinated and you would never be able to tell like off the bat. And I think that's so true. Like I'm at the bar, I'm never like dancing to try to like
I'm never trying to I'm not peacocking, okay? I'm not trying to attract anyone.
What's
like, I
peacocking?
don't know, I'm just feeling
It's like
it.
I think it's when you like do outrageous things to just like attract someone, but I think that I see, and then there's no
Am I a peacock?
Yeah, you peacock all the time. Absolutely.
1,000%. You are the definition.
definition.
Look up peacock, your face.
I'm learning so much. I mean, a peacock's a cool ass
All
like
right,
exotic
shut up.
animal, so like
Shut up.
I'm down for that.
I'm so angry at you today.
Yeah, we should
There's
address.
tension in the room more than normal
Yeah,
between
this time
these
it's like
two humans.
it's like bad tension. Like it's like she wasn't really talking to me before we got on. Like she keeps giving me the side eye. I'm like kind of nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous for you. I don't know why I keep leaning.
Like headbutting the mic.
I'm like, hello.
Yeah. So basically,
But I do think I just thought about like something that I am attracted to, like style, like your outfit. Like
Okay.
I notice like your shoes.
The ensemble.
Yeah, and I like the little things like how you did your hair. Like I want to like I'm not just like whoa.
We love that.
Boobs,
Honestly,
like
girls,
you know, like
girls love that because I feel like we spend so much time, or like
yeah. I
a
mean,
lot
but
of
whenever
women
I
spend time to like get ready and do their hair and like pick out their makeup. And then the first things guys normally notice are their body. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I hate, like I know, it's like I had a guy come up to me one time when I was out.
going on.
she got up, fat ass.
I had a guy come up to me one time from
But she
across.
has a better personality.
Thank you.
A great personality.
Thank you. I had a guy come up to me. We were at a bar. The lights were blue in the bar. He comes up to me from like literally the opposite side of the spectrum, comes over, couldn't help but notice your eyes. I was like, that's what you noticed? He goes, your beautiful blue eyes. I said, my eyes aren't blue.
They're literally not.
My eyes aren't blue. Like, I was like, that's what you noticed? And he was like, oh. Yeah. And I was like, just go away. Please just go away. But honestly, I was talking about this last night actually because someone posted on their Instagram story, it was like an ask me a question thing. And the question was, would you date outside of your type? To which I was like, this is a really good question. Yeah, and it was really relatable. And I'm like, I definitely think I dated outside of my type physically. But there are certain things that...
Well, what's your type? You didn't even address it.
Oh, yeah. What's your type?
So my type, if I were to go based on like patterns, I would say the guy is probably ugly. There are some.
So that's why you don't think we're ever going to kiss.
Oh, God. Oh, wow.
There are some that have been good looking. And you can attest to this. Like some of them have been good looking.
Yeah, I agree.
The pattern usually is they are tall. As I stated last episode, I am a taller girl.
5'9".
I'm 5'9".
That's definitely not a pattern for you. I'm going to tell you that is your type. Like that's part of your type. Like for sure. Period.
Yeah.
You have to be tall.
Well, you have to be tall.
Yeah. Who would want to be with? Well, what girl would want to be with someone who's like shorter than them? Like I just feel like it's kind of.
Athena dates guys that are her height.
No, not always.
Well, you're also tall.
Yeah, she's a tall girl. # tall girl.
Okay, I'll talk about this when we get to my turn.
So they're always tall. They're usually always athletes. And I'm not like a cleat chaser. I wouldn't say that because I've been in lecture. No. Hear me out. I've been in lectures and I've seen girls go through the rosters and just follow guys on Instagram from the rosters.
Well, that's crazy.
And
that's cool.
I don't.
As a former student athlete, that's pretty cool.
And I don't go after.
Have that privilege, but.
Yeah, liberal arts college. I don't talk to athletes for like the clout or anything. It was a matter in college that we both had an understanding that we were both student athletes, that we had certain responsibilities, and I was really attracted to their ambition and their passion for the sport.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then now that I'm older and not in college, I mean, like I could go for a professional athlete. Like there was one I had my eye on, but I haven't really talked to anyone since I was out of college. But I still would like a guy who at least was an athlete because they still are passionate. They still have that ambition, that drive that I'm attracted to. I really am not into guys that like were in fraternities because I kind of don't want someone who idolizes Wolf of Wall Street and like has a serious cocaine problem.
Sorry, frat boys. Syd wants nothing to do with you.
It's a no.
Hair doesn't really matter. I think that when I was younger, I would watch movies and TV, and the guy who was like the best looking guy in the show was always blonde hair, blue eyes. So I always thought like my type is blonde hair, blue eyes. Then I realized like, honestly, I don't care. I like brown hair.
Yeah.
If you have brown eyes, like that's fine. But then I'm also like, as I get older, I'm more practical. You know, I'm not as shallow. I'm not as status chasing. I think that when you're in high school, you're like, I care if this person's popular.
Yeah.
I care if they're like the best looking guy in school.
Yeah.
Whereas now
I feel like it's that's also when you're in high school, it's like one of the only requirements because we're not like most people aren't in serious jobs and like so.
But now I'm like, even the ugly ones are gonna screw you over, so you better go for a good looking one at least.
I remember when you told me that, like I think that was this summer, you said something like that and I was like, wow, that's pretty genius actually.
It is. But yeah, and then I obviously would like someone. I'm so extroverted that I feel like I don't want someone who's super introverted because then it would just clash. I don't want to have to be like stuck at home with them. Like I like to stay in sometimes, but I do like to go out, you know? And and I would prefer if you're good at math, to be honest.
I'm great at math. Just saying. I'm actually not that good at math. I can spell though. You give me something, I'll spell it.
All right.
I'll spell the shit out that word.
in your last podcast, you guys mentioned how you evaluate someone right off the bat. Like, you just have a gut feeling, okay, this person's going to be your friend, right? Mm-hmm. The two of you never addressed what evaluations you made about each other. And I want to know. Because you have this little banter going on here. The energy in the room. Snip, snip it.
You could cut it with a spoon.
That's not a saying. If something can be cut with a spoon, then that means that there's no tension.
No.
Like, can you cut yogurt with a spoon?
Yeah, you could. No, but if you can cut it with a spoon, that means that like
it's
they're so
hard.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
think because like when you say a spoon's just the opposite of a knife, so I just like, if you can cut it with a spoon, like, dang, that's tension's wild, because that's not even a real saying.
Oh,
boom.
Okay. But yeah, that's my question.
Do you want me to go first?
Be honest. Everyone's honest.
Yeah, you can
here.
go first.
Like how we knew we were gonna be friends.
Just your first. Like, when you first? Well, you slid into his DMs.
Yeah,
or
she
something?
did.
But like, did you look at each other and say?
What did you say?
No, she said nothing.
He said, "Oh, something." Did you look at each other and say, "Oh, that's just gonna be a friend," or you're like, "Maybe we'll see. Let's see what's gonna happen here."
Well, I think we already knew of each other like before that, and we had like mutual interests. We were both student athletes. We both like used to.
Sydney's still so mad at you.
I know, you could just tell. She's like, why is he
she
talking?
She doesn't even want to look.
Yeah, she's like, we're actually not friends. Like, changing the name from barely friends to not friends at all.
At all. No friendship whatsoever.
But no, I think we had mutual interests. We were both student athletes. Had mutual friends. Shared a love for Christ.
I'm saved by the grace of God.
Hashtag cool Christian. Cool Catholic.
Hashtag cool Christian.
But no, and then I think this summer, that DM was funny as hell, and
that was really good.
it was brilliant. It was good.
I'm impressed.
I'm a content creator. I don't know what to tell you.
It was good. And I think we were like snapping and like texting here and there, but it was more so friendly with like an occasional kind of joke how we like do now. Like, like when's it gonna happen? Right. And then I think we just kind of, I feel like we knew each other. The vibe was there. I felt like I knew you were gonna be my shawty. Sorry, I've been calling Syd shawty like all week, and I can't stop saying it, and I sound terrible when I say it.
I think that I would really never mix business with pleasure.
Okay.
So I don't think I would
Damn, you thought about mixing it?
Girl, don't do it.
I ain't gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I ain't gonna do it.
Interesting. Okay. No, I just wanted to address it because when I was listening, I was like, okay, are they ever going to talk about how they felt about each other? But you didn't, so.
I mean, I'm no psychic, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I mean, you listen. Like, we got the turkey baster baby, like, coming at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The turkey
Artificial insemination.
I'm happy you know what that is now. It's
Thank
really
you.
important.
Syd learned me a lot of things.
But then also, I would like to point out that I don't really think that I'm Jordan's type at all.
Yeah, and you say that a lot.
Said that you just said you don't have a type.
Yeah, I don't. Like, to me, first off, like, if you're like attractive, then you're attractive.
Yeah.
Like, but I do have friends or know girls or guys who are like, he's good looking, but I like short guys, or I like guys with tattoos, or I like girls.
But I would say that if you were to look at a history of Jordan's dating patterns, or even girls that
they're all different.
No, but they all have one similarity, is that they're all short.
No.
And they all got schmonnies.
Yo, I love daddy's money.
You love the shmoney.
He loves schmonnies.
Yo, daddy's money? I love daddy's money.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
No, but I've like dated blonde girls, brunette girls. I mean, not tall. I mean, like, you think, cause you're tall, you think tall is like 5'9", but I think tall is like could also be like 5'6", and I dated a few girls who were 5'6". I did once actually. Yeah, I hooked up with a girl who was like 5'8", 5'9" once.
I feel like there's no. I know that there are, but I feel like there's no 5'5" girls out there. I feel like you're either like 5'3" or you're 5'8". Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, like I can totally agree with that. But my mom is like 5'5.5". Shout out Bridget. How you doing?
Bridget, we love you.
We love you, Bridget.
but
We love Bridge. And then I think I met a girl who's 5'5.5" or 5'6", like recently.
I mean, there's a bunch of
Well-
like when I was on dance team, there was a bunch of girls that were 5'5".
Yeah, I mean, no, there
But no,
there are. There
I
are.
do
But I
feel
just
like-
feel like you're either tall or you're short.
Yes,
That's more what
I was just about to say it, like, because I had said to that girl, I was like, yo, you're pretty tall, like, and she was like, I'm 5'5", and I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that's tall, but that's like really average, essentially.
Yeah, well, because
that's like when a guy says he's 5'9", like you're not short, right? You're like
that's average.
medium.
That's
Yeah, it's
average,
average.
guy height. But then I'm like, I'm
But she's
average
fine.
guy
Yeah.
height, you know?
Yeah.
And I do
Oh.
like to wear heels.
Yeah.
So I'm
I'm also
on-
up there.
on
your
I'm
wedding
5'8",
day.
so it's
so
like,
so right now I'm wearing heels right now, so I'm probably like 5'11", 6 foot.
I'm a steady 6 foot right now.
yeah.
Yeah. So but then I get guys that come up to me when I'm out and say, yo, we make like such athletic kids. And I'm like, can
Oh,
you
that's
leave
interesting.
leave my womb out of this, okay? Like, is your type that you want to
Stop
create kids
thinking
that,
about my eggs.
like literally
That is so aggressive.
because now it's like fetishized. Like, is
Yeah.
that a word? I don't even know.
Fetishized?
That sounds
Sounds
wrong,
right.
but it also
It
sounds
sounds
I
like
think it sounds
something
right.
I would say and agree with that it's a word, which it means it's probably not.
Yeah, debatable.
Yeah.
because then those guys that come up to me and say that at the bar, then they go and date a girl that's 5 foot nothing, and I'm like, okay, so then you just wanted to create an NBA child with me? Is that what you plan to do? I'm
Or
confused.
maybe it was just a way to talk to you. Like they see you're tall. Okay, let me say something about her being tall.
I'm like, I don't like any situation in which I have a hypothetical child. Like, do not give me a child.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
Probably
totally
not.
did that to you.
Did do that to me.
Yeah.
But not because I was like, yo, our kid will go to the league, but more so like, just like, shout out Charlie Ray, like just beautiful
Gonna be real
baby.
cute.
She gonna be
Beautiful
real
baby.
cute.
Beautiful baby.
Athena, let's talk about your type.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
Yo, don't be nervous.
So I like to say that I have a very specific type, but me and Sydney were evaluating some of the people that I have canoodled with, and they're not as specific as I thought, but definitely dark hair.
Yeah.
That's a definite.
You would prefer if they were Greek or Italian.
I would love that. Love Greek, love Italian. I'm Greek and Italian. Love it.
Oh my God, that's why your name's Athena.
Yes.
I actually have like, since I met you, I was like, Athena, so that's a cool name. Like, I wonder why they.
Yeah, everyone like automatically assumes that I'm not because my last name's not Greek, but I am. But now that I'm thinking about it, I am attracted to any person who is confident in their own skin. Like that is so attractive to me when someone is confident of like no matter what they look like, they just are confident and they're not insecure. Like say Sydney's like always tells me I go for short guys, but I think it's just the guys who don't care about
it's
their
usually
short.
like short guys and like sometimes the wider of men. That's just, and I said wider like WIDER. Like
Well,
not,
she said
they're
she
not
preferred
white.
Italian and Greek. That's white.
No.
She
Wider,
said
like they're a little
wider.
larger,
Oh,
a little,
wider.
a
She
little
said
large and in
wider.
charge.
I thought you said
She
wider.
said wider.
Yeah, I just spelt it.
You like dad
Yeah, but
bods.
I've also dated people who are skinnier than me.
Yeah, that's true.
So
He was a literal Skeletor.
now that I'm
Dang. Whoever
Now
you
that
are,
I'm
man, I'm
thinking
sorry
about
to
it.
just roasted you like that.
Let's talk about Skeletor.
I don't like to call him Skeletor.
Yeah, that's a is that his nickname?
No.
No.
Because Hawaiian short shirt sounds
I
awesome
don't.
now.
To be honest, most of the nicknames are Sydney's people.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't really have that many.
there's just like a whole slew
There's
of
a
people.
list.
Yeah. I got to keep up somehow. So
Yeah.
we started.
Yeah,
You were Hawaiian shirt, like
Yeah.
just that's what you
hands
are.
down. That's just.
I
what
wish
you
I
have
was
to-
like Crazy Eyes or something. Like, one eye.
well,
Like
you're
the-
not. So
Okay, Hawaiian
you're
shirt's
Hawaiian
cool.
shirt.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Shout out John B. again.
So back to the story. Yeah, so I was dating this guy. He was
A Skeletor.
skinny.
A Skeletor.
he was skinny. We were dating for probably about like a month and a half.
Like boyfriend, girlfriend, or just dating?
No,
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay.
Fully in a relationship. We were out to eat and we're eating our meals, you know.
Wait, no. They were at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, we were at Cheesecake.
They were at the fancy Applebee's.
Yes.
Please tell me you didn't fight at Cheesecake.
No.
Wait a damn minute, just hear the story.
Sorry.
So we were at Cheesecake, eating, and we got into this same kind of conversation, talking about types, and we would always kind of like joke around about how he was skinnier than me. So I was like, yeah, I normally don't go for men that are lighter than me, joking around.
Okay, let's just like, for those of you also not looking at audio, Athena's not big.
No, yeah.
Simply not. Mind you, she's a professional dancer. When this interaction with this man happened, she was at like the very end of what she was doing with the dance world. And so she was in tippity-toppity shape.
Yeah.
All right.
Tippity-toppity.
Yeah.
Looking fit as hell.
Yeah, she was
fit.
working on her fitness. She worked out. It was fine.
Still working out.
Still worked
fine.
out. We got personal trainer. No big deal.
Yeah.
We're fit. It's
Personal
fine.
trainer, we love you. Okay. So. No one knows, but we know. So it's
Yeah, I know. That's why. I'm like happy I know because I feel like I'm
Cool.
included now.
Cool,
Shut
cool,
up,
cool.
club. Shut up.
Shout out to the girls. Yeah. We the girls club.
I hate you so much.
I know you do.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, at Cheesecake eating, talking about the type. I'm like, oh, haha, don't really go for guys later than me.
She's eating salmon. She's eating some salmon and
I'm eating
vegetables.
some bomb salmon. If no one's ever had salmon at Cheesecake, go and get some. Amazing.
It's clean eats.
Love her. He then proceeds to say, yeah, I mean, you know, you're not really my type at all either. And I was like, oh, okay. Expecting him to be like, yeah, I like blonde girls. He goes, yeah, so blonde, brown hair doesn't really matter. Just like really good body, in shape, really gorgeous, just like amazing beauty and an excellent personality.
So, but he said that she wasn't his type.
Yeah, and he's now sitting here saying this to me, saying that I'm none of these things. And I was sitting there eating my salmon, slowly like, is this man's kidding or is this for real? Because I am gonna go cry, I think. So then I was like, wait, are you being serious? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, haha. So then I
Did
went
he
to
just
the
like
bathroom.
not like that you called him light?
No.
Like, what?
And that was the weirdest thing, was that if I came at his neck with something, okay, I get it. Like, come back at mine. That's fine, cool. But like, this was an ongoing joke that we always talked about, and there was no debating it. Like, he was skinnier than me. There was
he like
no,
smaller too, like shorter?
No. He was small.
No. Okay.
He was
small.
lean.
Yeah, he was very lean.
Oh, well, there's
he
a
wasn't
difference between
like-
lean and skinny.
He wasn't like skinny, like skin and bones.
Not skinny mini
He
eat a
was just
burger.
lean. He was just lean. And I am not like, I mean, I guess I'm lean,
Yeah.
but
You're lean. You don't
I have a lot of muscle to me.
Yeah.
You guys, you're both dancers. You
Yeah.
guys you're athletic.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, our body types are definitely different.
Yeah.
But my hips are a little wider than hers, but she's still got that booty still popping.
Oh, okay.
Know what I'm saying?
Them jeans fit.
She has to jump into her jeans. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, so this happened, and I was like, wait, is this serious or is this like a haha funny joke? He's serious, very serious. So I proceed to go to the bathroom, naturally, because I don't know what else to do.
Mhm.
We come back, I get back, we, do small talk. I can't even tell you what we talked about for the rest of the dinner because I was so caught off guard and was just so in my head at that point. And so then we get in the car and he says to me, I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry that you're upset.
And I said, no, yeah, totally. But is there anything that you do like? I just want to know.
Because maybe I'll
like
dye
to
my
know.
hair.
I'd like to know. And that's pretty much the story.
You know what?
How long did you date after that?
Probably like another couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were
It
you were
fizzled
pretty,
out.
You were
it fizzled out.
You were done after that.
Well, he actually broke up with me, but
Ouch.
but
This
It'd be like
man's
that sometimes.
Yeah.
It'd be like
talk
that.
about confidence. Like, you're attracted to confidence. I get why you was with this man's, because this man's was confident.
I'm letting you know right now that like mainly what most men have is just the audacity. That's all they have.
they do. Like
That's all I
you
have is
tonight, audacity.
All you have is the
to
audacity.
come, we plan these dinner plans.
Yeah, you know,
After the
I'm dressed
podcast,
up right now, right,
and
guys?
you just not. Me and Sydney are dressed.
I'm dressed.
We put on our nice jeans, our nice Chelsea thick boot, and we have belts on. Like, it's serious. And Jordan rolls up casually and goes, I'm not gonna make it to dinner.
No, you know what's the most frustrating is that like these reservations were hard to get.
Yeah, like we're fighting for reservations. Also, this could be your last time eating at a restaurant for a long time.
Before the lockdown.
So you're missing out.
Well, I'm not just like flaking to flake.
No, he's flaking to flake. Whatever.
No,
Regardless, besides the point, irrelevant.
Honestly, when
I'm
you
a
hear
grad
this
student
podcast,
trying to
please let us know if you believe his cover up or not.
I'm a grad student.
I think you got a sneaky link.
I'm
I
grinding
think
out
it's a
here.
sneaky
You know,
link.
I'm trying to better my future. Trying to get another degree. Hashtag global sports business. Shout out to all my people. GSB cohort class of 2022.
Simply put, you're procrastinating.
You know, it's procrastinators. They're not my type. Not my type, to be honest. Completely not my type. You know what? I did have one time. I had a man.
I can change. Yeah, she's so mad at me. Like, I could
He
have.
said, I can change.
I once had a man who I was talking to. I think we hung out a couple times.
Okay.
And he was texting me and he said, you know, I like really prefer blondes. And I, at one point,
You
had
were blonde.
I
You
did
were
have
blonde
blonde
at one
hair.
point.
Yeah.
I
was
knew
just
you
gonna
as a
say,
blonde.
You were at one point a hardcore blonde.
Yeah. And he said, you should dye your hair blonde.
Oh.
So I'm
No.
Did that make you mad?
Similar to what your ex-boyfriend said to you. When he said that to you, I want to know, I realistically want to ask him, what response did you expect? Similar to where this guy, I'm like, how do you expect me to react to
But
this?
see, okay.
I didn't think that's so bad.
No. No,
Also-
so you're telling me to dye my hair because you prefer blondes.
Oh,
do you
it's not like-
do you expect me to be like, oh, you like blonde girls? I guess I'll just dye my entire head and spend $100 each month and 9 hours at the hair salon because my hair is so ridiculously thick. So you'll love me. No. You know what I said to him? Go talk to a blonde.
Ooh.
Go talk to a blonde.
Period.
Period.
That was nice.
The audacity.
That sounded well.
Men have it.
That period was really good.
Or do boys have it?
No.
Oh, it's all of us.
Yes.
I don't know why I said us. I'm definitely not a man.
You're a child.
I'm a kid.
You're a child.
I'm a kid. I'm holding on to it as long as I can. Until I have a
for
kid,
you.
I think I'll be a kid.
I think you'll still be a kid. Once you
Yeah.
have a kid.
You know why? Because like me and my kid are just gonna like
Be
be kids together and just
That's cute.
my wife or baby mama, girlfriend, fiance.
Oh my gosh.
Podcast partner.
I don't like any situation in which I have a hypothetical child.
You do
Sydney,
that.
you guys literally made plans to make a child.
With the turkey
With a
baster.
turkey baster.
And Thanksgiving's coming up.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
I know. I know.
Might
there's
be
a
a
turkey
good time
baster
to
at my
practice.
house. Practice. You know what the turkey baster baby how it works. Like that's Sid's the only one who's gonna have to practice.
You have to buy the turkey baster. Just like let me know.
Okay.
No,
I got one at home.
He's ready.
It's been used.
He's been prepared.
been perfect.
Oh my.
Artificial insemination, man. What a word.
So honestly though, that's really interesting that you simply put, like, you say that you don't have like nothing specific. There's not one thing besides the energy. Because I am very like dark hair and normally dark eyes.
No,
normally.
No, it's really not. I mean,
And like like you said before, like I find blondes attractive.
I have that weird
I'm
thing
not
about
attracted to them.
if you have like light blonde hair and like blue eyes, I'm like, all right, pack it up. No, thank you.
Oh, you don't like them?
If you have light blonde hair, like light blonde hair
What's wrong
and
with that?
blue eyes,
Chris Hemsworth.
I don't know.
Chris Hemsworth.
I'm getting like Aryan vibes. I don't want it.
You don't want Chris Hemsworth? I want Chris Hemsworth.
No, his hair's not like super light. I'm talking like platinum blonde, but like naturally platinum blonde on a guy.
Like when it looks like peach fuzz.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they try to grow out a beard, it's like flesh colored. Like get your creepy flesh colored beard away from me.
I feel like you're talking about someone specific, and like I almost like feel like.
No, I'm not talking about anyone specific.
I don't think you are. At least I don't know.
I did. You know what? I did have a guy. I was at last year when I was a student. I was at a college bar that we go to. Shout out Queens. And
Old
there was this
freaking Queens.
lacrosse boy, and he was okay. You know what?
Do I know him?
You probably do. He was.
I hate that we can't say names on this thing. So annoying.
I'll just tell you later.
Yes.
He was getting kind of close to me. Like he was getting kind of close. And to be honest, like no one, even regardless of social distancing, don't ever come within 6 feet of me. Like you should not be getting close to me at all. Keep your personal space. Don't be getting in my face because I don't really know. Yeah, because I don't want like
Queens is so loud though. Like you need to be like in the ear.
usually no because usually I mean I don't usually talk to guys at Queens, but this guy was getting close to me. He was like dancing up on me, and I was backing up into the wall, and I was like, I'm nervous. And my friend went up to him and goes, "You're too white for her." And I was like, oh my gosh, which it like wasn't really a lie. Like he was very Wonder Bread, you know what I'm saying? Like I personally am not a fan of like boating shoes and yachts.
Whoa. That was like my look in like high school. No, not now.
I don't know what's going on below the table there, but I'm not a fan of that either.
You're not a fan of the cuff jeans?
No, the shoe.
The shoe, those are Allbirds. Great for the environment. I think. It
that's
says that on the
great.
site.
That's really excellent.
But you
I'm
don't like the
happy,
cuff jeans?
but
I get a lot of hate on the cuff
No,
jeans.
not the cuff jeans. It's the shoes.
It's the shoes.
But like I'm not
They
I'm not
make me
They
into
feel
boat shoe vibes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw them when you got out of the car.
Like, I'm
and
not-
I was gonna say
I'm not about the
something, but-
Sperry's. I'm not about like Patagonias. Like probably don't wear polos. Like
Aw, see,
What
I
do you mean
like.
polos? Like just like a collared polo shirt?
Why aren't you taking notes right now?
Because I love the way I dress. And everyone hates it, but I love it.
Oh, also,
Also, I
I need to
confidence
see
flows out of me.
the flamingo suit.
I could probably wear it once.
no, we're gonna have like a formal
It's necessary. I put a request in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wear it for the
But-
people.
Yeah. So
But you
I'm
gotta
saying
subscribe.
though, she is a dedicated follower.
No, not. I was more so talking like to the people listening. Like if
Okay.
you want me in the flamingo suit, like we got to hit a certain number.
Okay.
But now that I'm thinking about it, like style is something that's important.
Well, that's what I said. I'm attracted to. That's
Yeah.
like my.
I did talk to a guy this past summer who, well, I did go on a date with a guy that wore jorts, which was honestly, and you know what? On the first date, he wore flip flops, which
In the summer though, you only wear flip flops in the summer.
no,
though.
flip flops are weird. Flip flops are weird.
I have flip flops on when I'm sitting at the bar.
no,
No.
it's weird.
It's weird.
No, guys.
It's weird.
No.
Makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know.
It's casual though. It's summer vibes. Like,
Hairy toes freak me out.
oh, I shave my legs.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Explain.
I shave my arms too.
Okay, arms is very different than legs.
Arms,
You
legs,
shave your legs.
full body.
You shave your legs.
I shave my legs.
Your
fully
legs
shaved.
are
What are you, a
smooth?
swimmer?
They're not. So I usually shave like my legs
May I ask why? For what?
because first I always wanted to, right? I always wanted to, but I never had a reason to do it. And I
Okay.
wasn't just gonna roll up into like the locker room one day with full on shaved legs and like that's like social suicide a little bit. And I didn't know if I'd like it, but I don't like hair like on my body except for my head and eyebrows and eyelashes. That's it. And I got a knee injury. So
Okay.
we were putting tape on it.
This is a great opportunity.
We were putting tape on it, right?
Yeah.
The tape was ripping out my hair. I was like
This is it.
to the trainer, I was like, yo, should I just shave my legs? And he was like, you don't have to. He's like, people like deal with that. I'm like, should I just shave my legs? Because like I will if I have to.
Do you want me to?
He's like, you should just shave one then in the area. And I'm like,
No,
well,
like I'll just shave
I can't just
them
shave
both.
one leg. Like that's so disproportionate. So I shaved both. I'm a prolific lotioner too. Like I love putting lotion on my body.
I can tell.
Yeah, okay. When I lotioned my freshly shaved legs, it was
Gosh.
it was borderline sexual how good it felt. Like it was
I didn't like that.
I didn't
like that. I didn't like that.
Okay.
Didn't like that.
it felt so good and so right. Like, because when you lotion your legs and there's hair on them,
But honestly,
it's like,
I feel like the first time I ever shaved my legs when I was in 6th grade felt really nice too, now that I think about
yeah.
it.
No, but like, here's the
But
thing.
I don't like this conversation.
Like, I
That's
didn't.
a facial hair, though. I enjoy a nice beard, to be honest.
Yeah.
Damn.
I enjoy a nice beard.
It depends.
I can't grow a beard. I got boyish good looks. That's
It really
about
depends, though. Like, if it's gonna come in all scruffy and crazy and
No, no,
patchy,
I like
absolutely
if
not.
it's fully,
it needs to
like-
be full and nice and
It's
shaped.
got to be like,
and it needs to be shaped, like by your neck, by
Tamed.
your
Yeah, my
It's gotta be
ex-boyfriend had a beard, and whenever he would go to the barber and get it trimmed, I honestly don't think I liked his face without the beard.
Aw.
I didn't like his face. He wasn't the most attractive man.
No.
No, he wasn't. I honestly got a lot of questions. Sid, why? But no one told me like while we were dating, like, Sid, this is a little suspicious. It was after we broke up, like
Everyone was like, "Why'd you do that?"
I was like the topic of group chats. Like,
you
why
were.
is this
People
happening?
would be like,
You still are.
supposedly, so am I. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, my
what was said about my
gosh.
relationship? Oh, that I'm better looking than he is?
Yeah. Well, like you remember your freshman year. You were young. You might have made some bad choices
When it comes to picking.
when it comes to men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of those men was my friend. And you went from my friend
I actually know this.
to your ex, and it was
I mean, it wasn't like it was direct. It was.
no.
No, that
there
was just a sequence
There
of
was what, like
events.
4 years in between that.
3.
3,
Two.
2.
What?
You and my friend, and then your ex.
Me and your friend and I, grammar. I want to say that was my
Shout
friend.
out to teacher friend Brina Buck.
Yeah, she corrected my grammar.
Brina, I love Brina.
All right.
Brina, oh, you say your name really cute. Brina.
Brina, I love Brina.
Okay.
Breen Bean, love her.
I think that maybe we stopped communicating with each other my freshman year. Like that's when like
Yeah.
anything romantic was cut off. And then I started dating he who shall not be named December of my sophomore year. So that was a couple of months in between.
Oh wow,
It wasn't years.
wow. You dated Voldemort for a long time.
I dated him for almost 2 years.
Wow.
But
Okay.
yeah, honestly,
But yeah, that was like the topic of our group chat. It's like, yeah, she went from my friend who is he's an unreal human being. Like he's just like not from this earth, just like out of like he's just like he's out there.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's not hard to believe. To
Yeah.
know you, I can only imagine.
but I'm like
how your friends
I'm like
are.
probably the most out there out of my friends.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't
But-
take that away from me.
But
That's
even
my
if
thing.
I'm thinking about like my type, physically, my ex
They were different.
Well, yeah, physically, I mean, he was very tall. He was 6'4".
I think it's just tall.
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, he was really tall.
And athletic.
He did have a nice body. He was athletic. He was on a team. He played football. And at the
Shot.
time,
Or maybe I feel like it's less athletic now and more just like active.
Tall, fit.
but I don't think I would be into a guy that like goes to the gym religiously and is like a juice head at the gym. Like, you know those
Well,
guys
that's
at the
Well,
gym.
being
I won't be
active
into that.
is very different than being a juice head.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you were a former athlete, I'd
A
probably
gorilla.
like you.
A gorilla.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys, like a lot of my friends are like, talk about being gorillas. I'm like,
Yeah, I
dude,
mean,
you're not a gorilla.
I dated one. So
You dated a gorilla?
Yeah,
He
a long
was
time ago.
He
That's such a
did
Jersey Shore thing. Like
Yeah,
the
no,
show.
totally.
Like,
steroids. It's fine.
Aw.
there's nothing wrong with steroids.
I mean, they're illegal. So, all right. Well, then also, I feel like I'm really into smart guys. That's another thing.
All right. Well, just kick me while I'm down.
I also feel like the more I get older, the more and an intellectual person is important to me, just because I feel like the kind of conversations we're gonna have is
absolutely.
I would rather them be on a higher intellectual scale than, but you don't need to be Albert Einstein.
Let's define like intellectual then, because
intellectual, you are able to hold a conversation about real world topics and not just sports or movies or Outer Banks.
Okay. Because like I said to you, I think it was last week or recently, I was like, I had an intellectual conversation.
Yeah, but then you said that you wouldn't really describe it as intellectual.
And then I was like, well, you kind of looked at me like you made it look like, bro,
because you guys
ain't having no intellectual conversations with nobody.
Because you guys talked about like your exes and then like
not even
music.
that. We talked about a lot of life stuff, and like it was like intellectual in the sense of like you got to know them and you were able to hold a conversation and like stuff like that. But when I hear intellectual, I think like algorithms.
Geniuses, yeah.
I think about the Pythagorean theorem in geometry.
I don't mean that. I just mean someone who can have a conversation about real life things and not just like I said, sports.
Absolutely. And I think that like I've gotten a couple of times when I was blonde, I would get it a lot that guys would be like, I thought you were stupid until you opened up your mouth.
Oof, hate that.
And I'm like, that's rude. That's rude. And I still get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't get why a pretty girl can't be
I was just about to say, I think in like
smart.
In a simple-minded guy, like a pretty girl is like not smart.
When they're like, oh, you're actually really smart. I'm like, that's not a compliment.
Yeah, that's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, it is. And what is a smart girl not your type? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, I've been honestly told like right off the bat, like on both ends, like, oh, you're actually really so intellectual, or oh, I thought you were so dumb. And I was like, no.
If I'm going to be with a girl, she's got to be smarter than me. I mean, it's not hard to do that, but like...
Well, I mean, like I said, I wanted a guy that was good at math, and let me explain the reasoning because
I
want to know.
I have a serious fear. Both of my mom's a doctor, so she was okay at math. But if I needed help with my math homework, like I had to get a tutor because I couldn't. Like neither of my. I know. It's fine.
Poor you.
I have a degree. It's no big deal. I'm fine.
See, I
failed pre-calc though, so
I'm one of those people.
I got 100 in pre-calc.
Same.
In college.
Derivatives. I got an A in calc in college.
I got
Wait, am I your type? I actually am pretty good at math now.
Ming is nodding his head. Ming knows.
Guys, me and Ming are just like, we're on the outside here, and Jordan and Syd are on the inside of something.
Don't touch me.
I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Honestly,
that's definitely
me and
toxic.
Sydney have talked about this before as well. Like, sometimes we'll be so concerned about the male's point of view when we're talking or hanging out with someone, and we genuinely forget to, like, think about how we feel about that person.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, I really hope that they like me. I hope that they like me. Like, is my hair okay? Like, did I talk okay about that?
Right.
Are you looking at my chest? I feel like so violated right now.
Sydney, I'm literally looking into your eyes. Jordan, I'm scared.
Are you okay, Sydney? Like, I'm sorry that I'm not coming to dinner.
I just want everyone to know that I was not looking at her chest.
I mean, I was like looking at you, and I don't think you were either.
Okay,
but
whatever.
I feel like you might.
Whatever.
Sydney.
It's okay.
No, I'm gonna cry. What's happening?
I don't know. There's just like a lot of
I'm nervous.
fireballs being shot in every and any
I don't know what's going on. I'm sweating a lot.
It's really warm in here. I would just like to preface, it's really warm.
You know what I just
Jordan's
thought of?
face is the same color as his one sleeve. It's scary.
My one sleeve.
But as I was
My
saying,
shirt's like 3 different colors, right? Actually, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
I am good at math.
I will get nervous that like I will think, what does this person think of me? What does this guy think of me? And then I'm like, wait, but like, I have to like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I have to like him. And then I do also convince myself that I find them attractive when I don't. Mm-hmm. And then I also am like, are they good looking or are they just tall?
Right. And I also, going with this topic, I find myself often outweighing all the cons for like one single pro.
No, wait, what? We did that one time.
Single pro.
There was a guy that Athena talked to this summer, and we listed, like actually wrote down every con about him and then every pro. The cons were like insane.
I feel like if he had a ton of cons, you could have listed like
He doesn't have any money. He asked his mother for ice cream money. Like things like that.
Oh, he got mommy's money.
Pros, he was a good kisser. Like that was it. Like
Well, that's
that was the only pro that he
Wait,
had.
hold on. That's important though, because like
Yeah, but that's not like when I hear.
that's when you feel like the electricity.
When I hear the word type, like when I say like, oh, what's your type? That's like very, very surface. You know what
surface,
I mean?
yeah.
Like kissing someone is like that's first base. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's
First
different.
base is a big deal, baby.
I'm not saying it isn't.
That means you hit a single. Like you got on base.
Absolutely kiss it. Like someone has to be a good kisser. I'm like at the point that if you're not a good kisser, then grow up. Like honestly, like grow up.
Go work on it.
Go watch a YouTube. Watch a YouTube tutorial. Like do some lip ups. Like
Go kiss
I don't
your
know.
friends. Go practice with your friends.
Go kiss your friends.
Shop local.
Go kiss your friends and shop local. Like I don't know what you have to do. Just figure it out.
Practice.
Because if you're an adult and you cannot kiss, then that's embarrassing for you. Who have you been kissing? And then like who did not tell you that was crazy? Like who they lied to you.
Yeah.
Whoever you've been kissing, they're not your friends.
I think kissing is very like subjective too, though. Like because like you could be like really into like a aspect of kissing.
Yeah.
Like what if like you don't like when someone like bites your lip?
I don't like my lip bitten.
See? I like that. That's probably because I liked Vampire Diaries a lot.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a common problem, or not a problem, but just a common thing that many women at least do. And I'm prefacing women because that's the gender that I speak about relationships with most of the time.
Yeah.
But I do constantly find myself being like, oh, this and this and this is bad about this person, but this is so great, so everything else doesn't matter.
You know what? My type is guys that are not nice to me.
I hear girls. You know
my
what?
My type is guys.
You know what? As a nice guy,
if you want to
hit Sydney up,
hit me up.
As a nice guy, there is nothing that's more frustrating to me when I hear
Are you
a girl.
nice?
Yeah.
Are you nice?
I'm super nice. I hate when a girl says, I like guys who are mean to me or treat me bad.
Disrespect me.
Yeah.
Make me think that you don't like me. Then I'll love you. I'll fall in love with you immediately. I'll date you for 2 years.
What is it with wanting to fix someone?
I don't.
No, I do have a savior complex.
She has a savior
like
complex.
what is that?
She has a savior complex.
That's the Jesus in you.
It's the Jesus in me. The Holy Spirit is filled within me. Yeah. No, I have a savior complex when it comes to friends. I think I will befriend people that are troubled, and then I'm like, why is my life troubled? And then I'm like, because I'm dealing with a person who's a sociopath. That's obviously it. But honestly,
I used to get told a lot, like when I wasn't handsome. I wish I was with like a guy like you, or like why aren't there guys like you?
I actually told you
I am a guy like me.
I told you that like.
I am a guy like me.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't happen anymore. I was like 4 feet tall. Like my.
I think it's absolute worst when someone's personality, because his personality is like a good personality should be pretty much everyone's type. Like if you got like people that have horrible personalities, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I hate when people have like such good personalities, but they just like aren't. You don't find them attractive, and it's like I wish I liked you. Like I wish I liked you.
You're like forcing yourself.
And
to,
what sucks?
It sucks.
And what sucks is because in reality, like we don't control who we like. Like we really can't control unless you were to cut them off and then like lose feelings for that person.
Right,
like you can't control that. So it's like why? Like I've said to so many guys, like I wish I was attracted to you. Like I really wish I was, and I've like really tried. But I really can't do it. And I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I think too, like that we just established right there that like looks do matter.
No, they
to an extent. Yeah, I mean, like I am definitely a person who's not like, yeah, if you're good looking, that's a plus. But if you're not good looking, which also is hard to judge because what is good looking?
Subjective, yeah.
But like I really am so about the personality. Like so about the personality.
Yeah, and I agree with that because I am, like I said, I'm attracted to like your vibe or your energy, like match my weirdness. Like I can't be with someone who's not like a weirdo.
I hate that. Don't be serious. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never serious.
Lose it up.
Yeah, like
I'm serious right now.
Like, be a fool with me. I want to see your eye go up.
Scary.
I want to see your eye go up and your eye go to the left when mine goes up and to the right.
I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like you might.
I think I'm
an optometrist.
I just asked
like,
for.
I don't really know.
I just asked for an alcoholic is what I just did right there. I actually don't. That's not my type.
Okay, so if you're mean, hit up Syd. If you have problem with drinking, hit up Jordan.
And if you're a larger, short man, hit up Athena. But you have to have a good personality.
But like, back to the thing where looks matter.
Oh God. Oh God.
You're initially drawn in to a person, like when you see someone, you're like, oh, that's a good looking girl.
Well, that's the first thing that you see.
Yeah.
You don't see someone's personality.
Exactly. But so like that initial attraction comes from looks. And then when you meet them, it's like they either become ugly because of their personality or they become better looking because of their personality.
True. Like,
so looks matter. I hate when people are like, I don't care about the way you look. Like,
no, they matter. If you said that they don't matter, you're a liar.
Yeah.
And like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Grow
for
up.
sure. I definitely think it's kind of like the friends thing that you said. You make that first appearance, like you make that first judgment of someone, and you either find them attractive or you don't. But it's that time that you spend with each other. Like if they really seal the deal, like it happened over the summer with some new.
What is that voice?
There's a whale in here. It's fine.
But anyway, I do agree with that. You kind of you see them, you're like, oh, they're cute, they're not cute, whatever.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I could say that with my ex-boyfriend,
but
that because we were friends at first and then we started dating, and he was really nice to me at first, and
at first
he had a really good personality. He was on the quiet side, but we did resonate well, and
that's so important.
Historically, I would never go for someone that looks like him. Like historically.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just tall, but like physically his face was not ideal. And so with that being said, it's time to wrap it up. So I just really...
Why'd you spit on it at the end? You wrapped it up and then you spit on it.
No, it was like the ending.
I want a cool thing too.
All right.
Let's close it out.
What was that?
That was me closing it out.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why? Like for what? Like you did this for what?
Honestly, I have found so many things about you out tonight. Like shaving your legs.
Yeah.
Really interesting. This is great.
I mean, I get told a lot of times like I'm not someone's type, and I get it. Like normally they're like, you're not my type.
Yeah, you're not my type.
I get it. Cause I'm just built different.
You're just you.
I'm just not from this earth.
My body different. All right. Well, that being said, I just want to give a special shout out to all of our listeners out there. I've been getting so much love from people I know, people I've literally never spoken to before. And honestly, like I really cannot express how grateful I am that you would take the time out of your busy schedules, out of your days to listen to me talk and Jordy talk, I guess.
Yes. Thank you. I'm also here. But no, I'll definitely back that up. A lot of people that I went to, high school with, haven't talked to in years, or like
literally people that I've never even spoken to before,
or like people that like of that like you might follow on social media, and then they DM you and they're like, I just listened to your podcast, like you two are great, like you guys had such good banter, such good chemistry, and there's just been a lot of love. I really appreciate all you guys.
Yeah, so we'll definitely try to keep up the good work. I hope that you continue to listen.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, or you have any suggestions, like be nice about it. But like, feel free to hit us up. Absolutely, we will always respond to you. So, Athena, girl, thank you so much for coming.
Girl, bestie girl. Thanks for having me, Jordy. It's been a pleasure sitting across from you.
Sis, I love you. I'm so happy we're best friends now.
I'm so happy that I feel friendly enough with you to make fun of you now.
Well,
and it's not just mean anymore.
You made fun of me when you met me. So like,
no, but that wasn't me making fun of you. That was me just being like, I'm scared.
It's okay. Like I said, unapproachable. One eye up, one eye down. Tasmanian devil. Zap, 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 zap.
Oh my god, the sound effects are so concerning.
But yeah.
Thank you for having
Like, this
me.
is crazy.
Thank you for coming on. We loved you.
Love you
Okay,
guys.
so friends, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
Oof.
But you keep on running back and forth, soccer team.
You should have left it.
Yeah,
I should have.
you
I'm
shouldn't
so
have
sorry.
added that lyric.
At this point, I'm just gonna cut it out, but I might not.
No, keep it.
So, barely friends. This is your host, Sid Groves.
This is Jordy Pagano.
We're signing out. Peace.
Deuces.